The touch of your hand makes my pulse react. That it's only the thrill for me, girl. It's attract. It's giving love. Only love. You must try to ignore. I didn't. What's love? We got to do it. What's love? Something people.
Good evening, Tommy. Tommy, good evening. Good evening, Tommy. 2274. Thank you for coming, Tommy. A big hug and God bless you. And thank you for coming. I really appreciate it, Tommy. And thank you for all your positive comments. I really appreciate it. Uh, Jane Perry, Miss Jane Perry. Thank you for coming and God bless you. Mob Rat Hunter, thank you for coming and God bless you. Top G, thank you for coming and God bless you. Okay. I want to greet everyone. Everyone is welcome, everyone. Miss Jane Perry, thank you for coming over, Jane Perry. Thank you, Tommy Six. Tommy Six, the King of New Jersey. Everyone, when you can, subscribe to Tommy Six. God bless Tommy Six, and a special blessing for his dear mother, Mother Six, Daughter Six, and Son Six, and his future bride, Bride Six. A big hug for the future Tommy Six, for the future Mrs. Tommy Six, with the utmost respect, and I hope that Tommy invites us all to the wedding. He better invite us to the wedding. And Tommy, and on the day of your wedding, you cannot deny a favor. Never forget that. That is an old Italian custom. On the day of your wedding, you cannot deny no one a favor. So everyone, get them favors. Write down the favors. That way you won't forget. When Tommy gets married, we will have a line, and everyone will ask for a favor, and he will grant us a favor. Okay, wait. I can't. Okay. Okay. All right. God bless everyone. Okay, hold on, everyone. Hold on. Boy. I want to greet. I want to greet. Wait, hold on, everyone. Okay. Hold on, everyone. Okay. There's a new person. There's a new person I want to welcome, but I can't being that the name is very long. I can hardly see it. Okay, it's Jacelyn. If I'm not mistaken, it's Jacelyn. Jacelyn, welcome, 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 Jacelyn, and welcome everyone. Okay, as, uh, as I always start, I want to be clear. I want, I, I want to be clear. Okay, hold on, please, and please forgive the interruption, and please accept my sincere apologies. Okay, everyone, I'm back, and please accept my sincere apologies. I was looking for the magnifying glass because the letters are so small that I cannot see, and I want to greet everyone. Okay, I want to greet a new person. Is her name is Jacelyn Volk. Wait, it's OFW. Oh, Taiwan. Welcome, welcome, and thank you for coming. And I want to thank everyone for coming. Okay, okay, okay. As I always start, and I want to be clear because I must be clear every night, and I must repeat this a million times. I want to be clear. This channel is dedicated to God and to the Holy Mother, the Virgin Mary. And to be real clear, I do not accept in this channel, I do not accept gossip, drama, or turmoil. Those chat family members that have wrenches, if you see someone that comes in with bad intentions, block them immediately. We don't give second chances here, and we do not permit, I repeat, we do not permit here gossip, turmoil of any kind. No. If you're looking for drama, if you're looking for turmoil, if you're looking for gossip, you can't be on this channel. You must leave immediately because you will be blocked. You will be blocked. Your true personality, no one can hide. No one can hide what they really are. People can make an avatar with wings of an angel. People can put an avatar with the face of Jesus Christ on them, but always their true personality comes out. People can lie all they want on YouTube. People can put false avatars, and they can put false names. But don't forget, you cannot change your personality. If you are a troublemaker, you are a troublemaker, and it will come out. It will come out. Maybe you can be well behaved for 5 minutes, but after 5 minutes, your true personality will come out, and I'm gonna get you. I am going to get you. I will block you forever. To be clear, this channel, and I will repeat it again, this channel is dedicated to God. This channel is dedicated to our Holy Mother, the Virgin Mary. This channel will be of the highest behavior. Will be of the highest behavior of honor and respect for everyone. There will be no gossip here. We will not talk about what's happening in the other channels. May God bless the other channels. But here, plain and simple, we do not entertain gossip. We do not entertain it. And to our distinguished chat family members, if you see someone in the chat that texts something inappropriate, do not respond to it. Do not respond to it. If you respond to it, they have won. See, when a person comes looking for trouble and you respond to them, say you respond to them verbally, or you respond to them verbally or textually, they have won. I see a lot of content creators, which I will not mention their names, and I wish them well. I wish them well because I wish well for everyone. I even wish well to my so-called enemies. I wish them well, and may God guide them in the right path. But the problem is that a lot of content creators, they address, I want on their own channels, I want to address so-and-so. The moment they do that, that person that's making trouble for them has won. Has won, because that person that's making trouble has achieved that content creator is taking the time out to mention them. I repeat to the distinguished. I repeat to the distinguished. To the people that I gave wrenches to, the chat family members, which are all very dear to me. If you see something negative, do not respond to it. Just block it. Block it. And if the person comes back, you block it again. Here we don't give second chances. Here, I do not accept apologies. Once you mess up one time, you are gone forever. I could only, I only have, compassion for little babies. I only have compassion for little babies and children. But we are all adults here. We even have adults. We have adults on YouTube over 60. I'm 67. I'm 67 years old, and I should know what is right and what is wrong. So if a person that's over 60 comes here and starts trouble, honestly, and may God forgive me, and may God forgive me. If a person that's over 60 comes on this channel to make trouble, should be thrown in the depths of burning hell with sulfur. That's what that person deserves. Because if you are over 60 and you still don't know what is right and wrong, you are a complete mess up. You are a complete mess up. People that are 50, people that are 40. Hey, if you're over 40, you should know right from wrong. You should know right from wrong. Let us be more clear. If you are over 35, you should be a man and a woman of righteousness. You should know what's right and wrong. What, that's how come I don't understand. I don't understand why a person on YouTube would make a false avatar with a false name to make trouble. I don't understand that. That is a waste of time. People that do that, you are degrading yourself. You are degrading yourself. And also, I'm talking in general to be clear, because I will never mention no one's name, because I respect a person's dignity. And I will never, people have, everyone has their dignity. And I will never disrespect anyone. I'm talking in general. I'm talking in general. There are content creators that degrade their own channels, responding to gossip and drama. And then there are channels that dedicate themselves to promote hatred, and disrespect. That is crazy. That is crazy. To have a channel on YouTube is a privilege of YouTube. If you have a channel on YouTube, it is a privilege that YouTube is giving you. It's a privilege. You want to have a channel? Go to your local television network where you live and ask them, how much is an hour? None of us right now here on YouTube, none of us cannot afford it. If I go, listen to me carefully. If I go to the local television network, here in Puerto Rico, there are many channels. There are many local channels. Any channel that I go to, regular television, for 1 minute only, they charge over $5,000 for 1 minute only. 1 minute. I want everyone to think about that. If you go to your local television, where in your state or in your city or in your town, for 1 minute, it's $5,000, at least $5,000. That is reality of life. Who has the $5,000? Come on. Who's the millionaire? Who's the millionaire on this chat? Because I'm not a millionaire. I'm Edwin Jimenez. I'm 67 years old. I am just a working person. I work every day I work every day because I have to pay the bills. I have to pay the bills. I have to pay electric, the water bill, cable. I have to buy the food for my family. I have to put gas in the cars. I have to pay medical insurance. I live in the real world, and I know that all of you live in the real world, and we are right now in the real world. Welcome to the real YouTube. This is the real YouTube. So, with all due respect, I'm asking all the chat family members, and I'm going to repeat it 100 times. This channel is going to walk straight. This channel is going to walk straight. That's the way I was brought up. My mother and my father, when I was a little kid, they used to beat the hell out of me. They used to beat the hell out of me. And especially my mother, because my mother was a housewife. My father was always working. My mother used to tell me, Edwin, I'm going to beat the hell out of you every day, every single day. But you will be a man that will walk straight, and you will be a man of honor and respect. But I'm going to beat you up every day because that's the only way that you're going to learn to walk straight. And my mother used to beat me up, and then she used to tell me, don't you dare cry, because here in this house, we don't want no sissies. We do not want any sissies. And you are a man because you were born with balls. And if you are born with balls, you have to be a man. That's the way my mother used to. Talk to me. And my mother used to beat the hell out of me every day. And when I used to go outside to play, I had to be home at a certain time. And no excuses. If I would pass 1 second, my mother beat the hell out of me. She took a stick. She took that skinny, the official Puerto Rican skinny belt of the 1960s. It's like a whip, and it hurts. It hurts, and I still have the marks on my behind. But I'm just explaining how I was brought up. This channel is going to walk straight, and those that do not agree, unsubscribe, 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 and I wish you well. And I say it with respect, and God bless you. Here we walk straight. In this channel, we are going to discuss the topics that affect us in the world, in our city, in our state, in our town. Here we're going to talk about the topics that are important and that affect our lives. We are not going to waste time with so-and-so said this, said that. And this is very important. This is very important, and I want to stress this. If you feel harassed on YouTube, if you feel harassed, no matter if you're a man or a woman, go to your nearest police precinct and file a complaint. That is the right way to do it. And that is the only way that you will stop harassment. It's not getting on your channel. It's not getting on your channel or getting on a panel and start saying, so-and-so is this, so-and-so is that, so-and-so did this to me, so-and-so is making my life impossible. No. If you are being harassed, no matter the man, if you're a man or a woman, go to your local police precinct and make a complaint. It is easy. You go, you make a complaint, and you follow it up until you go to court, and you make that person go to court. You make that person face the judge, face to face. That's the only way. That's the only way. And I'm gonna tell you something. And this is what's happening in the world. There's a lot of abuse against women. not just in our nation. There's a lot of abuse against women worldwide. We're talking about the whole world. In every country, there is abuse against women. Women must file a complaint. There are many women that do not file complaints, and you know what happens? They end up dead. They end up dead because, listen to me carefully, women, a lot of men that abuse women, they abuse the woman, and then they come with roses and chocolates, and they say, "Honey, I'm sorry, I will never do it again." Bull, BS. That's BS. The moment of, listen to me, women, listen to me. The moment a man disrespects you, I'm not talking about a little argument, verbal argument, that is natural. I'm talking about abuse, really, telling a woman that she's a prostitute. There's men. There's men there's men that call women prostitutes. You're a prostitute. They use other words. I'm just using a word that does not sound so horrible. But let me tell you, the word prostitute is a horrible word. We must be clear, men and women. The word prostitute is a horrible word. I've heard men since I was a little boy in New York calling women, that woman is a whore. Man, that is disgusting. One of the things my mother and my father taught me when I was a kid, listen to me carefully to what I'm about to say, because I was taught this as soon as I came out of my mother's womb. Even if the woman, let's just say, wait, let me get my thoughts together, because the Spanish and English mixes it up. Okay. This is what especially my mother taught me, because my father was always working, but he also beat me up in the nighttime. So I had beatings during the day and during the night. Okay, my parents taught me this. Even if a woman, listen to this, even if a woman is a happy woman, let's not use the word prostitute, because that is a bad word. Let us just say that the woman is a very happy woman. She's a very happy woman. Even if a woman is a very happy woman, you do not call her a whore or a prostitute. That's what I was taught since I was a kid. We must respect happy women. Women that dedicate their lives to working as happy women, we must respect them also. We must respect. That's the way I was taught. Even if, in other words, even a woman that is a prostitute, you do not say you're a prostitute. Never. Never. You respect that woman. You respect that woman. Getting back to what I was saying to all the women, if you are being harassed by your boyfriend, by your husband, by any man, and if you are being harassed on YouTube, don't waste time. Don't waste time addressing it. Don't waste time talking about it on YouTube. Go to your nearest police precinct and make a complaint and follow it up. You don't have to sue nobody. You don't have to sue nobody. You go, because it's people that harass others, they're committing a criminal act. That is a criminal act. If I use this channel to insult people every day, to expose and to dox people, I am committing a criminal act. I want everyone to understand that, because that is reality. There's a lot of people that do not accept that reality. That is reality. That is reality. Again, I repeat, if you are using your channel to abuse, to dox, to expose, to insult, you are committing a criminal act with your channel. And you will go to court. You are going to court and you will pay. And you will pay. And listen to me carefully. Because here, you know what I'm doing here right now? I am trying to save lives. There's a Sunday, this Sunday that passed, me, Uncle Tindu. God bless my Uncle Tindu. A big hug for Uncle Tindu. That is my uncle from blood. That's the way I feel about Uncle Tindu. The same way I feel about Emery. Emery is my nephew like blood, like blood, like blood. Uncle Tindu and Emery are in my heart 24/7, always, always, and I always bless them that they have a good day and that God protects them, and always I always ask God to grant them the most important. I always ask God to grant Uncle Tindu, and my nephew Emery good health of blessings. That is the most important thing that you can ask God. There are a lot of people that ask God, God, can I have a new Mercedes? That is nonsense. God, can you grant me a woman that looks like Sophia Loren or Nicole Kidman or Pam Grier? That is nonsense. Ask. We should all learn to ask God. God, give me good health. That way I can keep on working. That way I can support my family. That way my family won't suffer if I get sick. See, that is important. People asking God, God, can you give me the Powerball? Hey, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is, if you ask God for that, you are disrespecting God. You are disrespecting God. If you ask God, God, can I have a Rolls Royce? Can I have a Powerball? God, can I have a yacht? You are disrespecting God. You must ask. You must, because God knows. God knows what we need. So all you have to say is, God, please help me. Please help me, because you know what I need, because God knows what we need, and God exists. There's a lot of people on YouTube that don't believe in God and that they question. There's a lot of people that they question the existence of God. Yeah, you want to question the existence of God? The day you're in the hospital and you are on a deathbed, you are gonna, your screams will be heard all over the world, asking God to help you. But God will help you, but with restrictions. We must be clear, because a lot of people think also that you can do all the bad things you want. And then one day you say, God, I'm born again. No, you're not born again. You are not born again. You are the same person, but I'm going to help you, but you must go to hell for 30 days. I am sorry. That's the way God works. People think that you can do all you want to do in life. I killed 30 people. A serial killer kills 30 people. At the last moment, God, I'm sorry. And then the people say, oh, God forgave him. Yeah. Forgave him just a little bit. But that person that killed 30 people, that person is going to hell. Have no doubt about that. Just because if you are an evil person and you do evil every day, you are not going to be forgiven completely and go to heaven. No, no, no. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. So if you are doing evil, stop right now. Stop it right now. If you are doing evil, stop it right now. Stop it right now and do good. And start doing good, and God, and pray to God that God has consideration. Because that's all we can ask God for. Everyone. Because there's a lot of people also that pray 7 days a week, that pray 24/7, that carry a Bible everywhere, and everywhere in their vocabulary, they recite the Bible, and they think that they're going to heaven also. No, it doesn't work that way. All we can ask for is for God to have consideration for us. I'm going to repeat it again. That way everyone will understand. All we can ask God, even if we behave proper, even if we behave proper, the only thing that we ask God is to have consideration for us. That is all. Because that's not a guarantee. That's not a guarantee that you will be accepted into heaven. And that is reality. There's a lot of people that think just because they go to church every day, just because they pray every day, just because they talk about God constantly, that there's a lot of people that say, I'm saved. No, that is the most, that is blasphemia. That is blasphemia. That is infamia. Only God knows who will be saved. To be clear, just because you go to church, it doesn't, you are not saved. No one is saved. No one. We all have to walk the straight line always. That's how come this channel is going to walk the straight line and will walk the straight line, even if I have one person in the chat. Even if I have one person in the chat. That's the way I am, and this is the way this channel will be. So please, and please forgive me. Please forgive me for this sermon. You can agree or disagree with me, no problem. Just save it in your wallets and your purses. But getting back to this is very important. Women, hear me out. I want all the women, go to Google, enter how many women have been killed because of abuse. Millions of women are being killed every day. As I speak right now, a woman is being murdered somewhere in this world. That's how serious the problem is. So we must respect women. Learn to respect a woman. If a woman says something, you don't like it, and you're a man, shut the hell up. Just shut up, lower your head, and walk away. That's all you have to do. They deserve respect, and I'm going to tell you why. Women deserve divine respect. I'm going to repeat it again. Women deserve divine respect. Why? Because they have, God has given them the gift of life. God has given them the gift of life. You know what's that? To carry a human being inside your belly for 9 months, and after, because 99% of mothers are real mothers until the day they die, and after they die. That's the way mothers are. So all mothers go to heaven. All mothers go to heaven. Just imagine, and this is to all the men. Listen to me carefully to what I am about to say. Let us just say that you were carrying a baby in your stomachs. Yes? Let's make believe tonight, here on this channel, all the men that are on the chat and all the men that are listening to me, and I too, let us all think in our minds that we have a baby in our stomachs. Think about that. We have a baby right now in our stomachs. Think about it. All the men in the chat, including Edwin Jimenez, and also the men that are listening to me that are not in the chat but are listening, because a lot of people listen to Edwin, and I say that humbly. Imagine you have a baby right now in your stomach. Just think about it. You're gonna have a baby in there for 9 months. Then after the 9 months, that is your responsibility for the rest of your life until you die and after you die also. That's the way a mother is. So the next time when you feel like disrespecting a woman, think about that. Think about those that disrespect women. Those that disrespect women. The next time you're gonna disrespect a woman, think about that. Think about what I'm saying. Think about that. You have the baby inside your stomach. So please, so please, uh, we must respect women, and women, please, I'm going to repeat it every telecast. In every telecast that I do, I am going to repeat it, and I'm going to say it a million times. Respect women. A man of honor, a man of honor does not argue with a woman. A man of honor does not hit a woman. Never. A woman can do whatever she wants to a man. It can be the most evil thing. You cannot hit a woman. I'm sorry. You cannot hit a woman. That's the way I'm saying is the correct way. That's the way it is. Okay. So we're going to respect women all the time. Okay. This is important that I want to bring it up. To be clear, I'm talking in general. I am not referring to anyone. If you feel that I am referring to you, what can I do? Because that's the way you feel. I can't control your feelings. But to be clear, I am talking in general and always with the utmost respect. Listen to this one. Listen to this one. Okay, hold on. Hold on, please. Hold on. Okay. Please forgive the interruption and please accept my sincere apologies. Okay. Hold on, everyone. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. This is very important. What I'm going to say now, very important. This is just an example. This is just an example. All right. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Ah. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Miss Nitro, God bless you. Miss Nitro, God bless you. And Mob Rat Hunter, God bless you. I'm going to check the chat. I'm going to check the chat in a few minutes. But I want to say this first. With the utmost respect, of course. I'm going to take an example, Miss Nitro. Miss Nitro, with the utmost respect, I'm going to use you for an example only. But it's with respect, to be clear. This is just an example and this is a metaphor. Let us just say, and to be clear, this will never happen. This will never happen, to be clear. But this is just an example, an example. Let us just say that I disrespect Miss Nitro, which will never happen. I can be born 100 times, and 100 times that will never happen because I will never do that. Never. Not to Miss Nitro and not to any woman. Because that's not the way I was brought up. And my brain is not programmed for that. Okay, let us just say that I disrespect Miss Nitro. But I disrespect her with bad words. I even said that Miss Nitro, I'm not gonna say it. I have cursed. I have cursed and disrespected the way I have respected Miss Nitro. Her husband has the right to kill me. Let me repeat it again. The way I have disrespected Miss Nitro's husband, which I sent him my respect and a big hug and a blessing. Mr. Nitro has the right to kill me and go to heaven. Let us just say that. The way I have disrespected Mrs. Nitro, her husband, being that I have disrespected her in a way that is unacceptable in all of humanity. I want people to understand what I'm talking about. Mr. Nitro has the right to kill me. Never go to prison, but go to eternal heaven with God. Okay, I want everyone to understand what I'm saying. Okay, and then I come back a few days and I say, Miss Nitro, please forgive me. And Miss Nitro should not forgive me. I want everyone to understand what I'm saying. If I disrespect Miss Nitro in the most horrible way, and then I come back, and I say to Miss Nitro, please forgive me. Miss Nitro should not forgive me. Miss Nitro should not forgive me. There are things in life that are not, I'm sorry, I'm talking reality. The only one that has the right to really forgive is God. Let us just say, let us leave the forgiving for God, because He's the only one that has that divine right to forgive or not to forgive. What I am trying to say is this: that if someone disrespects Mrs. Nitro in the worst way, and the person says, I'm sorry, no, Miss Nitro, do not forgive that person, because that person disrespected your dignity. You see, I'm going to give another example. If I step on Miss Nitro's toes because I'm walking, that's an innocent mistake. You see, I say, Miss Nitro, I'm sorry I stepped on your shoe. Okay, no problem, Edwin, no problem, because it was something innocent. But if I go and I disrespect the dignity and the honor of Miss Nitro, no, I can say I'm sorry 100 million times, but Miss Nitro should not forgive me, because Miss Nitro has to respect herself. How can Miss Nitro forgive someone that disrespected her dignity? Please, I want everyone to understand what I'm talking about. They are things in this life that are unforgivable. I'm going to give another example. Miss Nitro, God bless you, and a big hug, Miss Nitro, and a big hug for your dear husband and your family. And please accept my apologies. But I just took your name as an example. But I hope that you are not mad. If you are mad, please forgive me. It will never happen again. And from now on, when I do examples, I will make up an, I will not use no one as an example because that is not right. So, Miss Nitro, please accept my sincere apologies. A big hug, a big hug. Okay, okay. I was gonna say something else. Okay, okay, yeah. Once a person, once a person disrespects your dignity, you cannot forgive that person, and then be friends with that person. No, that is not. No, no, that is not correct. I want everyone to put that in your pockets. I'm just giving my personal observation and my personal opinions. If you agree with me, fine. If you don't agree with me, no problem. I respect that. I'm just giving my I'm just giving my analysis. See, again, I repeat, the way that I was brought up and the family that I come from and the environment that I deal every day, once a person, once a person disrespects the dignity of another human being, you are gone forever. To be clear, to be clear. Okay, I'm going to check the chat, okay? And please forgive me for talking so much. My nephew in the chat. I hope my nephew. Wait, hold on. Oh boy. Okay, okay. I hope my nephew is in the chat. Okay. Cuban B, a big hug. Jane Perry, a big hug. Kid Rock, a big hug. Okay, Kid Rock says, Edwin, in the real world, it goes both ways, though. Okay, Kid Rock. Okay, okay. I respect the opinions. That I respect all your comments. You can agree or disagree. There's no problem. You are all chat family. Top G, wise words, Edwin. I understand you. You have been brought up with dignity and discipline. Top G. God bless you, Top G. God bless you, Kid Rock. Cuban B, Jane Perry. Mr. Emmy. Mr. Emmy. My dear friend, Mr. Emmy. A big hug, Mr. Emmy. Okay. We have a new person. The Killer's art director. Thank you for being reasonable. Okay. And thank you for being in the chat. And thank you for coming. And I welcome you. And my good friend Tommy, 2274. Tommy, a big hug for Tommy. Top G. Okay. Okay. Miss Bella Rose. God bless you. God bless you, Miss Bella Rose. God bless you. And a big hug. And God bless Isaiah. God bless Isaiah. I hope one day to meet Isaiah, if God permits. And to meet Bella and her husband and her whole family. And my dear friend, Miss Jane Perry. God bless you, Miss Jane. God bless you, Miss Jane. I, I love that name, Jane. That is a traditional American name. When I was a little boy, the reading books, it always had Jane. Jane went to school. Jane went up the hill with Jack. It was like Jack and Jill and Jane and Mary. Them were beautiful names. Uh, Nowadays, they name children, they name babies these names that are even impossible to pronounce. I like the traditional names. Jane Perry. That's a beautiful name. God bless you, Miss. And Bella Rose, another beautiful name. Okay. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Oh, the Westies. The Westies. The Westies. God bless the Irish. My dear friend, the Westies. A big hug and God bless the Irish and the Westies. Did you bring the bagpipes? My dear friend, the Westies. When I was a little kid in the Bronx, I grew up with a lot of Irish friends. Uh, I had a great Irish friend. His name was Tommy Shoemaker. You cannot get any more Irish than that. And my dear friend, Charlie Noonan. Charlie Noonan. That's real Irish, 100%. So I had a lot of Irish friends. Let me tell you, the Irish, this is with respect. The Irish women are beautiful, especially the ones that have red hair, the natural red hair, and then they have the freckles. They have the freckles under on their neck, and then some of them have like these little freckles on their cheeks, and many of them have blue eyes, and many of them have green eyes, but they're beautiful. So a big hug and a kiss on the forehead, and to be clear on the federal law to all the women of Irish heritage. Beautiful, and the culture and the history. We should all know. We should all learn the Irish culture and history. It is it is great. It is great. Okay, okay, okay. Ah, Roscoe, welcome. God bless you, Roscoe, and thank you for coming. Okay, I want to just greet everyone that's in the chat. Okay, I think I got everyone. Uh, thank you, thank you. Ah, I want to explain this. I want to explain this. Okay, hold on. I've been on the air for almost an hour. Okay, 57 minutes. You see, time goes fast. Okay, hold on, everyone. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on, everyone. Okay, a big hug for the Westies. Westies, one question. Did you bring the Irish holy water? Many people do not know what is Irish holy water. Irish holy water is it's 500 proof. So if you drink a little bit, just a one, just let's just say you take a little drop, you will be knocked out for the rest of your life. To the Westies, did you bring the Irish holy water? Okay. Oh, only just some humor, everyone. Just some humor. Okay. 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 Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Hold hold on, everyone. Okay. 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 Very good. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. God bless you, Tommy. God bless you. And I want to thank all our chat family members that have the wrench. Excellent job tonight. Excellent job. Here we don't want here we don't want troublemakers, because and people that come mentioning other people's name, they're just coming to look for trouble. So uh, we get rid of them fast. We get rid of them fast. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Okay. I'm back. Please forgive the interruption. Okay. Paps needs gas money. A big hug, Paps. A big hug. Michael Mormel, welcome. God bless you. Okay. To be clear, let me send out a special. I wanna send out a special blessing to my dear friend always, Miss Angel Gotti. Miss Angel Gotti. A big hug, many blessings, and always with the utmost respect and a kiss on the forehead. Everyone, I want everyone in the chat, always support Miss Angel. Always support Miss Angel. Subscribe to her channel, participate in her chats, and uh, and, and support her always. Support Miss Angel always. Miss Angel, to be clear, because I like to be clear, Miss Angel is very dear to me. Miss Angel is as dear to me as Emery and Uncle Tindu. To be clear, because I like to be clear. May God bless Miss Angel, and we send her blessings and a kiss on the forehead, and also we pray to God and the Virgin Mary that her dear daughter soon is going to have a baby. So we pray to God and the Virgin Mary that her birth will be excellent, and her little baby will have excellent health. That is the most important, and our respect to her husband, So God bless Miss Angel Gotti and her whole entire family. To be clear, this channel is pro Miss Angel. To be clear, this channel is pro Miss Angel. In this channel, we do not permit, if anyone disrespect Miss Angel in the chat, they are gone to the depths of hell. They will burn in hell forever. No, here we do not permit no one in the chat, here we do not permit no one in the chat, or if they come on the panel, no one. That is an infamia. That person will be blocked forever and just expelled. I want everyone to know, because a lot of people like to create turmoil where there is no turmoil. To be clear, this channel is pro Miss Angel Gotti. To be clear, we will support her, and we will donate to her also. And I exhort everyone. Her daughter is having a baby soon. Please donate directly to Miss Angel. You can you can donate to her directly to her Cash App or through super chats or super stickers. But on her channel, to be clear, I want everyone to support Miss Angel and to contribute and to contribute and to help, because let me tell you, having a baby is very expensive. Having a baby is very expensive, and also in this era, with all modesty, I am a specialist in babies because I had the privilege and I had the honor of raising my son. My son is 45. My grandson is 20. My granddaughter is 15. So I've had the honor of raising three children, three, and I am still raising them. Because once you are a father and once you are a mother, that is for the rest, that is for all the life. Ah, look who we have here. The beautiful Bambi Palermo. The beautiful Bambi Palermo. Bambi, a big hug. This is what I'm going to do. Wait, hold on, hold on. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to paste. I am going to paste the link. But this is only for Bambi. To be clear, this is only for my YouTube, one of my YouTube daughters. Because I consider Bambi one of my YouTube daughters. And I say it with respect and honor. Because there's a lot of men that say things like that, but with other intentions. And my intentions are pure. Uh, you see, when you are a true grandfather like me, when I see Bambi, I see my granddaughter in Bambi. When I see Miss Nitro, I see my granddaughter in Nitro. When I see Pretty Monita, I see my granddaughter inside Pretty Monita. When I see all the women on YouTube, I see them. Well, legally I can't see them. I just see what they write, and sometimes I see them live when they go on live. But when I see the women, I see my granddaughter inside them. You see, I want to be clear. Miss Bambi Palermo, I am going. I am going. I am going to paste the link. To be clear, only for Bambi Palermo. Only for Bambi Palermo. Bambi, don't let me down. I'm going to paste the link. I'm going to paste the link. Don't let me down. Okay. Hold on, please. Hold on. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Hold on, please. Hold on. Okay, okay. Um, Wait, I got it. Okay. Hold on, Bambi. I got you. Hold on.
No worries. Good evening. It's actually evening. What's up? How are you? How is everybody?
God bless
Happy
you, Bambi. A big hug, and I kiss you on the forehead like I do with my granddaughter. So, how's everything?
good. I'm actually in bed. It's almost 11 o'clock p.m. And anybody that knows me, they know I get up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I just happened to wake up and saw you were on and wanted to pop in and say hello. How are you? How are things?
Great. Bambi, it is an honor. It is an honor and a privilege to have you. And to be clear, I have a very high opinion of you. You have great potential. You have great potential to become great on YouTube or anything that you decide to do in your life. That's the way that I see you. I want everyone. I want everyone in the chat and everyone that is listening to me, please support Bambi and please subscribe to Bambi Palermo. She has great potential and she's a rising star on YouTube. That is my opinion.
Oh,
Go
thank you,
ahead,
and that
Bambi.
means a
Go ahead.
lot. That means a lot that you think so highly of me. I mean, it really does. You have no idea. That means a lot to me. And some things on YouTube have been going on, and it's kind of funny that you're on right now because I was thinking about you this morning. Some certain things were going on YouTube, and I'm not going to mention any names because this ain't that kind of show. But just know that I'm aware of how certain people are treating you, and I'm on them. You get what I'm saying? I got your back, and I
Ah,
don't appreciate it. So
but don't worry about that. That's not important. I don't even to be honest, I don't pay mind to that. That is unimportant. The most
good.
important the most important, Bambi. What are your plans for the future, Bambi?
God, honestly, Edwin, I don't know at this point. I mean, I'm starting to kind of do my lives, and I'm starting to kind of get a feel for what the viewers want, and I don't know. I'm doing my paranormal show on Thursday with Bill the Butcher. He's going to be on. I'm doing a special evening like stream with Tammy, and as much as I hate to say it, I guess Thursday is going to be mine and Tammy's last show together. I guess she doesn't want to do shows anymore. She's got a lot of personal stuff. So first do you, Tammy, see? So I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of do my own thing, kind of do stuff to make my friends and people happy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. We send a big hug. We send a big hug to Miss Tammy. God bless Miss Tammy. She's a
Yes.
beautiful person. Ah, Bambi, this is just an idea, okay? And
Okay.
just save it in your purse. Uh, uh, I have watched many videos that you do about superheroes, and
Oh yeah.
it was just they're all excellent. They're all excellent,
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
they're very well made. Let me tell you, uh, this is just an idea. You should uh, you should do superhero videos for children because there's a children YouTube. So you so there so 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 that would, in my opinion, you would be perfect for that. What do you
Well,
think?
thank you. I worked on some of them. I made 3 cartoons with like every single movie genre you can think of, from like Indiana Jones to Spider-Man. Every cartoon, superhero, villain is all in this 3-part series of like, it's called Cartoon Smackdown. It's all cartoon characters battling, little storyline. I uploaded like 3 different cartoon videos, so I did take what you said in consideration about kids. So I dabbled a little bit with it.
You- Check this out, Bambi. they are children. They are children. Because I know a little. I know about the. I know a little bit about the children's YouTube because
Yeah.
my granddaughter and my grandson, they used to watch YouTube because there's a YouTube for children,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Well,
Uh,
what are your grandkids into? What are your grandkids into? Maybe I'll see about making a video for them. What are they into?
no, no. My grandson is never on YouTube because he has
Oh,
two jobs. My grandson is only 20 years old, but he has two
oh, okay.
jobs. He has two jobs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so he's a hardworking young man. And
That's good.
my granddaughter is not on YouTube. She dedicates herself to study and to walk straight and to not
Good.
date. And she won't be dating until she's 80 years old. Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good. What type of paranormal stuff do I do? Well, basically, on Thursday, Bill the Butcher, he lived in a haunted apartment, and he's got hundreds of videos of recordings of things that go bump and moving around in his apartment. Like it's amazing footage. Lately on my stream, I've been educating people on the Villisca Axe Murder House in Villisca, Iowa. It's kind of like a crazy hotspot for paranormal stuff. It's a really creepy place. Just the normal ghost and goblins kind of things. Nothing too exciting yet.
Bambi, I'm very glad that you brought up that topic about paranormal. When
Yeah.
you do that, listen to me carefully and please, what I'm telling you, save it in your purse. When you do shows like that, try always. Uh, let's say you're doing a show on the paranormal. Let's say you visit a haunted house. Uh, always think about God.
Oh, always. You know what? Here, Edwin, you'll appreciate this. I always wear this. I don't know if you can. Here, let me.
I hear you
This
loud and
is
clear.
this is my Saint Benedict cross, and then on it I have a Saint Lucy medal, which my son. A lot of you may or may not know this, but my 20-year-old, my 19-year-old, he's half blind. He had an accident when he was 8 and lost his right eye. So I wear that saint medal in honor of him. Believe me, I don't like going to haunted houses. I don't normally like messing around with that kind of stuff because you play with the devil plays back, and when he plays, it's not
Right,
very fun. It's not very fun to play with the
right.
devil. I'll tell you that right now, not fun. So I try
You,
to avoid
you got it.
going to actual
Oh,
haunted houses. But I'm gonna go to the
okay.
Velisca house on live for everybody and wish me luck when I do that. I tell you, I'll need all your guys' prayers when I go there. Man.
Oh, Bambi, I am so happy the way you answered that question. I am glad that you have at least that you have your mindset and you have your special rosary, and that is
Oh
good.
yeah.
See, because a lot of people they play with all that paranormal stuff and they go into haunted houses, and what they're really doing, they're daring the devil. And once you dare the devil, you better be prepared because
I've told this. Oh yeah.
go ahead, Bambi.
No, I was just gonna say I've told this story on my live. I lived in a house that had activity. Well, my daughter dated this fella I want to say 5 or 6 years ago before I moved out of our house that we lived in. And he had a demon, like legit. He had a demon attached to him. And he brought this thing into my house. And it got so bad, I had to call a priest on a Sunday night at 11 p.m. Around this time, actually, on a Sunday night, I called the Catholic church closest to my house, crying, begging for help. because this thing in my house was so bad that it was physically attacking people. Like, thank God that it was attacking like the adult children in my house. But just to think, if that thing had attacked like my then 8-year-old, I mean, I don't play with that stuff because the devils, demons, a lot of people, they don't believe in God. And I'm not going to get on like a religious rant or anything, but God is real. The devil is just as much real. He
Right.
exists. He's there. He wants bad things for you. It's not God that causes car accidents. It's not God that causes buildings to collapse. It's not God that causes all that. It's the devil. It just, everybody has this in their head. Oh, why does God do this? Why God? Why? It's not God. Everybody's the devil. The devil wants bad things for you. The devil wants you to drink and drive. It ain't God. And people seem
That
to
is correct.
forget that and get that confused.
That is correct, Bambi. And also this, everything that you are saying, in my opinion, you are correct. Uh, your parents, your parents has raised you very well, Bambi. Uh, uh, are your parents still living?
Yeah, my parents live about an hour and a half. I mean, in fact, my father came up yesterday and installed a light fan.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
okay. Getting
yes,
back,
I'm very
getting back
lucky.
to
I
the
have the
topic
gym.
that you, getting back to the topic that you brought up, which is excellent, and I congratulate you for bringing it up
Oh,
because
it's just facts.
yeah, we must bring that message because a lot of people, they like to play with the paranormal and that game of that squeegee game that they
The
still
Ouija
sell
board.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, that is very dangerous.
Oh
People
yeah.
people that are not prepared religiously cannot cannot mess with that. Even people, even people that have faith in God should not play with that. You do not play with that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And this is what I told people because, yeah, I have experience in the paranormal. I studied it when I was a teenager, like a lot of teenage girls. It's really weird for us teenage girls. We go through this phase where when we're like 16 and up, we think it's cool to go and hunt demons and ghosts and goblins. We like to sit in our bedrooms with our girlfriends and try to conjure spirits. I don't understand it. It's really weird because I went through that phase. My daughter went through that phase. Her friends. But like as a grown adult, as a 44-year-old adult, ghosts and goblins and demons, they actually scare me. They physically scare me. I've dealt with a demon before. It's not fun. I know everybody. I've had people say, "Oh, that must be so cool to see stuff in your living room move around by itself."
and
Trust me, it's not cool. There's nothing
right.
cool about it. It's scary.
And check this out. And check this out, Bambi. To be clear, we are not going to mention names or anything. I've
Nope.
heard, I've heard people, I've heard people on YouTube say that they're going to go to the cemetery to dig up the bones of the person that they are the person the person that they are harassing at the moment. They're going to go to the cemetery to dig up the bones of their dead relatives. That is blasphemia. That is infamia. That is a mortal sin. Just saying it. Just saying
Really?
it.
I did not
Uh,
know that.
yeah. The people that say that, to be clear, what they're really doing, they're condemning themselves. And if they really do that, they will receive a punishment that that is so intense that I will not describe it on this live. I will not describe it. A person, a person that goes to the cemetery to pee on someone's grave or to dig up bones of people that are dead, that is like if a person was a serial killer. And also, we must be clear, it is a felony. It is a felony by law, by state and federal law, to go to a cemetery, to disrespect sacred ground. It is a felony, and the most important, that is the worst thing a human being can do, and the people that do that, and even saying it, the people will be condemned. So those that have said that should kneel down and ask God for forgiveness. Bambi, I really thank you. You're bringing up excellent. You're bringing up a great topic. You see,
Well, you know,
you are.
I'd rather
Go
talk
ahead.
about real life stuff than the clowns. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather talk about real life stuff, things that affect us every day. And
Right.
at least I'm in America, and I don't. If I remember, you're in Puerto Rico, right? Edwin, I could be wrong, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. In America, I've noticed over the past, I don't know, since 2015, I've noticed here in America, like at the, I don't know if it's the schools, I don't know if it's new age parents, I don't know what it is, but like we have taken, I'm not saying me, but like the general we in America, they've taken God out of everything. To worship God in America is a sin. To have God, to teach your kids that, hey, morally, you don't rape, steal, kill, you don't act like a piece of shit. You follow God. That's wrong. No, no, no. We can't talk about God in school. Can't say the Pledge of Allegiance because it says under God. It was like Americans started to turn their back on God. That became a huge issue for me. And if you've noticed over the past, I don't know, 10 years, I've noticed the state of America is awful. And it ain't the politicians, people. It's the lack of God. Everybody's turned their back on God. And it freaks me out because I'm not a priest. I'm not an overly religious person. But if you know anything about Revelations, in the days, you know, it talks about people turn their backs against God. And that's big time what's happening in America is nobody has any religious fear. You take God out of everything and you got a lawless society. You got a bunch of horrible people running around doing horrible things, which is basically what's going on in America. No one's afraid. There's no consequences for being a horrible person. Lie, cheat, rape, steal, murder, it's okay. There's no hell, there's no consequences. Well, there is consequences. There is a hell. And people need to wake up and realize that our time is very short. God in the days isn't going to be in the next 30 or 40 years, but it's coming. Like our grandkids, it's probably going to happen during our grandkids' time, honestly. It's close. And if you can't see the signs that have been laid out for the past 100 years, then you're hopeless. But trust me, God's real, and He's going to smack some people when He comes back. It's going to happen.
You, Miss Bambi, you are totally correct, and I agree with you 100%. That way, you know, Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory since 1898. Here in Puerto Rico, the U.S. Congress granted U.S. citizenship for everyone that's born and raised in the island since 1917. So
Okay.
Puerto Rico is part of our great nation, which is the United States.
Yes.
Puerto Rico, to be clear, because a lot of people don't know. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory since 1898. In 1917, uh, islanders, Puerto Rican islanders, were granted U.S. citizenship. So as soon as a Puerto Rican is born, uh, he or she is a certified U.S. citizen like everyone else. Puerto Ricans, Puerto Ricans are as American as apple pie because we have been in all the wars since World War One. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that Puerto Rico, a lot of people think that Puerto Rico is an independent island. Puerto Rico
I
is
thought it
not
was.
an yeah. Uh, Cuba is an independent island. Dominican Republic is an independent island. Uh, all the islands on the Caribbean are part of the Americas. So
So
we
then,
go ahead,
sorry to
Andy.
interrupt you,
Go ahead,
Edwin.
Andy.
So I don't mean to be rude and interrupt you. So then, I mean, I knew Puerto Rico was a protectorate of the United States. So then, do you vote in the election? Like, do you guys
No,
vote for
no, no,
president? No. Okay.
no, no,
So you
no.
have your own little thing down
Okay,
there. All right.
no, no. And thank you for asking the question. Legally here in Puerto Rico, we only vote in local elections, but we do not have the legal right to vote to vote to vote in general elections like voting for the president. We do
Okay.
not have that right because we are just a territory. But we have all the rights. We have all the rights except that right. We do participate. We do participate. We do participate. I forget the name now. We participate when presidents are running against each other. Uh,
Okay.
uh, we get to choose. We get to participate in the choosing of the Democratic presidential nominee, and also we get to participate in the nominee for the Republican Party. Because
Really?
here in Puerto Rico, we have the Democratic Party committee, and we have the Republican committee. But legally, we can vote. We can vote in them elections, but we cannot vote in the official election for president. To be clear,
That's crazy. Why would that makes no sense? I mean, think about what you just said, and maybe I misunderstood, and you guys in the chat room could correct me. But if I'm following Edwin correctly, he said they get to choose the candidates of our presidency, but they don't actually get to vote for said president.
that is
I
correct.
find that
That is correct.
so, and excuse my language, but I find that so ass backwards. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's kind of shady. That's not cool. Well, wow.
But
Well then.
but that's the way it is. In other words, that way people will understand more. But you understand it exactly. Like, let's say, God bless my grandson. He's 20 years old. If there is a war, if there is a war, let's say they put let's say they put let's say they bring back the draft again. My grandson that's born and raised in Puerto Rico, my grandson is a U.S. citizen. Being that my grandson lives in Puerto Rico, but my grandson does not have the right to vote for the president, but he has to go to the war. Understand?
See, that's BS. That is such BS. They were talking in my state where I live in Iowa, they were talking about upping the voting age to vote to 21. And I'm like, that's a bunch of crap. I'm like, at 18, my son, who's 19 years old, could get drafted and die for my country, but he wouldn't be legally allowed to vote. I mean, he's not legally allowed to drink yet. He can't buy cigarettes, but our government can make him go and die and kill other
Right,
people. It's
right.
insane. That's insanity. Now, do I need a passport to go to Puerto Rico or
No,
no?
no, no, you don't. No, no, no. You uh, don't forget that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. But to be clear, nowadays when you travel for security reasons, you should have your U.S. passport or or your license your license from your state. Okay. But
Got
but legally you do not. You are an American citizen. If you want to, you can move and live in Puerto Rico.
All
Like,
right,
in other
Edwin, I'm
words,
coming and moving in with you. That's it. I'm packing up my shit. I'm moving to Puerto Rico to live with you. That's it. It's
okay,
official.
okay. You okay, you are welcome. But under my supervision, you will not be dating until you're 80 years old.
Oh, sweetheart, I don't date right now, so I can't find any men in Iowa that want to date me. So hey, I don't think you have to worry about that.
And check this out, Bambi. If you live with me, right, your boyfriend must visit you in my home. You are not allowed to go out or anything.
Oh, all right, that works.
Because I'm a very
I
strict
can deal with
father.
those
I'm a
rules.
very strict father.
I don't go anywhere now, so I think I can
No,
abide
but
by those
Bambi,
rules. Somebody
Bambi,
asked if you had a
but
military
all kidding.
installation. Do they have military
I'm sorry.
installations in Emmy's Yayo guy? He wants to know if they have military installations in Puerto Rico.
Yes, yes. There was a time. There was a time that Puerto Rico completely was a military base. Uh, uh, we have Fort Buchanan. We have Fort Buchanan. Uh, we had over a dozen military bases here in Puerto Rico, but the majority of them have closed because nowadays with the technology of computers and everything, there is no need to have so many bases. But we still, if I'm not, if I am, we have two important military bases here in Puerto Rico, which is Fort Buchanan, which is in San Juan, in the San Juan metropolitan area, and we also have another one that's near Ponce. That's where the National Guard. That's where the National Guard trains the National Guard. But Puerto Rico, at one time, Puerto Rico had over a dozen bases because Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico is located very strategic, and it was used in World War II. When World War II was going on, uh, the island of Puerto Rico strategically was very important for the defense of our nation. Bambi, got it?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. What? Yeah.
Yayo guy, I'm very special. I'm a double felon, so chances are I don't even try to leave my country because I'm afraid they won't let me back in. I'm afraid if I go to France or Italy or something, I'll get the customs in America and they'll be like, no, you can't come back in. They'll be like, no, you can't come back in. I know that's kind of silly to say, but I have like an unrealistic fear of leaving my country and them not letting me back into the United States. I'm like legitimately a tiny bit afraid of that. So I stay home. I don't leave my country. I don't really like leaving my state. So I stay in my own lane.
Right, right. But to be clear to everyone, if anyone is going to travel, no matter where they travel, uh, um everyone should have always their American passport. That is for security reasons. Being what happened, being what happened in September 11th of 2001, uh, when you travel, you must have valid identification. Got it?
Yes.
Got it, Bambi? Bambi,
Yeah.
Bambi, can you see the chat clearly?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I want you to do me a favor because this is also your channel. I want you to greet everyone on the chat, and I want everyone to subscribe to Bambi. Bambi, give a greeting to everyone by their name.
All right.
Go ahead.
What up, Top G, Roscoe 1, Tammy 2274, what up? I'm a Yayo guy, what up, dude? How Kid Rock? Yeah, I know that's really silly of me to think that, kid, about not being let back in. I know the United States would have to let me back in, but I heard about this story, and I don't remember where this guy's from, but he was literally trapped in an airport. He lived in an airport for like 20 years because he couldn't get back into his own country that he was a citizen of. I think it was like Israel or something. If you look it up, you'll be able to find it. This guy lived in an airport for like 20 years because he couldn't get back into his country. It's so I have like a really weird, unnatural fear of that. But I don't really go anywhere.
Oh,
Like I'll be honest with you. My whole life was my husband, and when he passed away, my life kind of stopped. Like I've literally been in a holding pattern for about 2 years now, trying to figure out where I'm gonna go with life, what I'm gonna do next at 44 years old. How am I gonna start over at 44? So I live a pretty quiet life. I stay home. I don't really bother anybody except online, and that's about it. No,
Bambi,
okay, that Tom
uh,
Hanks movie is that okay? Then I know there's a movie based on the dude that I'm talking about. I don't remember what country he's from, but he literally was stuck living at the airport for like 20 years. He could not get back into his own country. The country he was visiting wouldn't let him back in, so he legit lived at the airport. And if it is a movie, which I think it is, like you were saying, Tom Hanks, that's a true story. Like you can look it up. It's an absolute true story. That this poor guy was trapped at the airport, could not get back into his country. That would be Bambi's adventure. I'd go to the airport. They'd be like, "Nope, you can't come back in." Then I'd be screwed living at the airport.
Bambi, you just said that you are 44.
Yes, sir. I am.
Uh, I thought I thought that you were like I thought that you were in your 20s.
Oh, thank you. No,
You
I'll be 45 in December. I've got 4 kids. I'm a widow. Yeah, I'm an old adult. I'm an oldie.
okay? But with all honesty, uh, in at least to me, because everyone has a different opinion and everyone sees things differently. At least in my eyes, you look in your 20s. May God bless you.
Well, thank you. I don't feel like I'm in my 20s. I tell you, my brain tries to tell me I'm 20, but reality tries to tell me, remind me that I'm not. So when I try to do things like I was in my 20s.
Okay, Bambi, I've been on the air. It's going to be almost 2 hours. I really, listen to me carefully. I really appreciate you coming on. I hope you come on again. And I want to tell you something, and this is from my heart. This is your channel also. This is your channel also. Whenever you want to come, when, whenever you want to come on, you have a VIP pass to the panel. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, normally I see you schedule your chats and it's like 12:30 a.m. and I'm like, damn, I'm not going to be awake because I go to bed like super early because I get up super early. So for me to be on right now and actually awake, I'm really happy that I was awake and was able to catch your actual live show because I always feel bad because I never get to catch it because I'm always asleep because it's 11 o'clock p.m. here, so I'm
Yeah.
usually like knocked out by now. So I'm really
The,
happy. Thank you for having me on. I
but
appreciate
but
it.
okay, but don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. The
No, I'm
reason,
here.
yeah, the reason that I go on, let's say at 1 o'clock in the morning, because I work also. I work also. So the only time that I have free would be like at 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's how come I go on at
Oh,
1 o'clock in the morning. When
I
I
thought
have
it was a time zone difference. My bad. Okay, that makes sense. I did. I thought maybe you lived in a different time zone. I thought,
no,
oh,
no,
time
no, no,
zone
no.
difference. Oh, okay.
The reason, to be clear, the reason I go on at 1 o'clock in the morning, because it's the only free time I really have. So,
Gotcha.
so I go on at 1 o'clock in the morning. When I have a little free time, I can go on like today. Today I went on from 10 to 10:30. I was on. You see, but
Gotcha.
usually, but usually, I can. Usually, I'm always on. I'm always on 7 days a week from 1 o'clock in the morning. From 1 o'clock, and I always stay on the air maybe an hour and a half. I don't go over 2 hours because 2 hours is too much. Oh, I want to tell you something else. Okay, I want you to give thought. this is just something personal of me. I want you to give a thought about you making videos for children. That,
I will think about it.
in my opinion, Bambi, in my opinion, that would represent, if you do it because you have talent to do it, and the children are gonna love it. You're gonna have, look, there's children that have their channels, they have over 1 million subs. Understand? And if
Yeah.
and if a child can have 1 million subs in the children YouTube, you as a professional adult and also as a mother, because you are a mother, you know what.
I'll see what I can do. Like I said,
Yeah.
I uploaded those 3 cartoons, and I thought about what you said when I made them. I thought, I'll make this for a kid, and I did. I put some. I did upload a couple of videos for kids, and I'm really thinking about it. I've been kind of having a writer's block lately, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't really been uploading any major video premieres. I kind of got writer's block at the moment, and just kind of floating. So,
You,
but yeah,
you,
I'll think about it
you
more.
see, Bambi, listen to me carefully. This is my opinion as a business person for over 40 years. Because I'm a business person for over 40 years. I work for an automobile company for over
Nice.
40 years. And I'm still working. I am 67 years old. I will be working. I will be working until God gives me permission, because, and I say this with humility, God has blessed me. God has blessed me with good health. That's a come. That's a come
Good.
in. That's a come at my age. I am still working. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people of. There are a lot of people that are my age that they can't even get up from their bed. So I'm very grateful to God. I am very grateful to God that God has blessed me with good health. See, that's all we have. That's all we have
Amen.
to ask God. Uh, we ask God for good health. Now, before you leave, before you leave, I want to tell you this because this is my opinion. This is my opinion as a business person of over 40 years. Because when I see talent, me, the way that I was trained, the way that I was brought up, I like to motivate talent. There's a lot of people, Bambi, there's a lot of people in the world that when they see talent, what they do is they try to step on it. And that is a sin. That
No, that
is a
ain't me.
sin.
No one's gonna step on me, sweetheart. I wouldn't worry about that. I do all the stepping up in YouTube. Nobody steps on me. They try,
Right, right,
but
no,
they
no,
don't get
no.
very far.
That is clear. But what I am saying, I am talking in general. The people, when they see talent, instead of stepping on it, people should try to motivate. It's like a plant. If
Just
you
try to
see
encourage.
I'm sorry.
I said people need to encourage people to shine rather than people to fail.
Right, right. That's the way. That's the way. That's the way. That's the way my. That's the way the company that I represent. That's the way our company works.
Well, that's the way
If we,
that's the way your generation is. Like my parents, you're, and I do mean this out of the utmost respect, Edwin, when I say your generation, because you're in my parents' generation. So you guys had morals. You guys had, value. You worked hard. You work your whole life. You don't take handouts. You do well for others. That's why I'm such a good person, because I had a parent like you. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody like you teach me morals and values. And a lot of people my age, and that's one of the biggest questions I ask is why? Why is the world so screwed up when people my age were raised like I was? A lot of people my age had good parents, had good backing, good moral backing. You don't have sex before marriage. You act like an adult. You don't ask for handouts. Normal, what I consider normal human behavior. it seems like it's gone out the window in our society. So I totally get what you're saying, Edwin. Totally.
Okay, Bambi, listen to what I'm gonna say, okay? Listen and put it in your purse. Look, you, Bambi Palermo,
Yep.
MRE, MRE, and Miss Lauren. Miss Lauren is Miss AMNB. This is my opinion, my personal opinion as a professional business person that works in an automobile company for over 40 years. And I also, Bambi, with humility, I also train salespeople to become responsible, honest salespeople. Okay, Bambi Palermo, MRE, Miss Lauren, which is AMMB. It is my opinion, since I've been in YouTube, because I've been on YouTube since 2013, but active, Bambi. I've been active almost 2 years now. Because one thing is what I used to do before, that I used to watch channels and watch. I usually on YouTube. I usually used to watch a lot of old movies because I like old movies.
Exactly. I used to watch a lot of content. I used to watch a lot of like history stuff. I did. I used to watch content. How that has changed.
Right. To be clear, I've been active. Active is that I participate in chats, that sometimes I used to tell the content creator to please send me the link, and I used to make a comment, make my comment and leave. And then after a year and a half, I decided to activate this channel of YouTube.
Nice. I'm glad you did.
So, but to be clear, getting back to what I want to tell you, Bambi Palermo, MRE, and Miss Lauren, it is my opinion that if you guys dedicate your channels to content, to real content, you guys are gonna go over 1 million subs. That's the opinion. That's the opinion that I have of you, that I have of MRE, and that I have of Miss Lauren. It is my opinion that you three have great potential, that you three have great born talent that God has given you. God has given you talent, Bambi. God has given talent to MRE. God has given talent to Miss Lauren. And if you guys dedicate yourselves and stay away from drama, you must, Bambi, now I talk to you like a grandfather and a father. You must, Bambi, you must stay away from drama, from turmoil and gossip. You are most brilliant. You are very intelligent. If you dedicate yourself to an example, because you can have two channels, one channel for the children and another channel for the topics that you want to bring up. But I want you to stay away from because all that gossip, all that turmoil, all these people that dedicate themselves to doing negative things on YouTube.
Oh yeah, they're not going anywhere. Hell no, they're not going anywhere. No one, people's getting bored with that. The whole YouTube, they're bored. I'm bored with it.
Yeah, Bambi. You know what they're really doing? They're condemning themselves. They are condemning themselves. So you have great talent. You have a great potential. It is my opinion. If you would live in Puerto Rico, you would be working in our company.
If I lived in Puerto Rico, I'd be making you dinner, lunch, and breakfast all the time. What are you talking about?
Okay, but what I want you to know is the opinion that I have of you. Are we clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So Bambi, we're gonna close the telecast. Before we leave, Bambi, send a big hug to Uncle Tindu.
Yes. What up, Thygod? Big hug. I don't know if you're listening. You're probably asleep, or maybe you are listening, but I'll definitely talk to you in the morning. Oh, by the way, you mentioned MRE. How is MRE? I haven't seen him around. Is he good?
Yeah, Emery is excellent. Emery is always with me. This is the uncle and nephew channel. This
MRE, if
is
you're listening, shout out to you, dude. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in chat, so I was thinking about you, sir. I'm glad you're well. If you're listening,
uh, you and MRE are almost the same age. You are the same age.
man, he gets such a bad rap from people. I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't. He
No,
gets such a bad
Emery,
rap.
Emery is a good person, and whoever comes to this channel talking bad about Emery will be sent to the infernal hells of the hells.
Well, I don't think
I love
anybody's that stupid to do that. I don't think anybody's that
Yeah.
dumb to come into your chat room, Edwin, and try that. I
Anyway,
really don't.
anyway, anyway, Bambi, I want you to give your closing statement and your good night to everyone. Go ahead, Bambi.
Well, I want to say thank you for having me on your show, Edwin, and thank you for being such a genuine and decent guy. You just have no idea how refreshing it is to come into chat, and you are just such a pleasant, nice. You're never negative. You're just such a nice guy, and I legitimately love you, man. You put a smile on my face, and keep being the great person you're being. And everybody in chat, just be kind, be caring to each other. The world doesn't have to suck if you don't let it. Just treat others how you want to be treated. And basically, is all I'm trying to say. And God is watching, and there is a hell. And if you're not good, that's where you'll go. I mean, it's that simple.
Bambi,
But I hope everybody has a good night and a good morning wherever you're at.
Bambi.
Thank you, Bambi. Yes.
Okay, Bambi. Uh, thank you for coming, and don't forget what I told you. This is your channel, and don't forget that you have great potential to becoming the greatest YouTuber in the history of YouTube. You have great
Thank you.
potential, and you are also a very attractive young lady.
Well, thank
Okay?
you.
You are beautiful, and don't forget, if you have a date, that date must come, and I must interview him, and I must interview him.
That is that. I can live with that, sir. And I haven't had a date in 2 years, so I don't think you have to worry about that. I think we're good.
Bambi,
I think you have to
Bambi,
worry about that. I think Bambi's probably going to be single until she dies, and that's okay.
Bambi,
I was
Bambi.
married for
Yeah,
20 years. I'm good.
Bambi. You have to tell the future date that if he dates you, he has to bring me the last 5 years of his IRS income tax returns certified before he can
Deal.
take you on.
Freaking deal. Where were you when I was dating 20 years ago? Damn. I needed you 20 years ago.
Okay, okay. So, Bambi, God bless
Have
you,
a good
okay?
night. Yes, well, have a good night. I'm going to hop off and go to bed, and I'm sure I'll talk to you sometime tomorrow. Good night, everybody, and thanks for having me on. Edwin, God bless you. I love you. Big hugs and kisses, and I'm so glad I caught your show.
Okay. God bless you,
Bye,
Bambi. God
guys.
bless you. Okay. Okay, everyone. Uh, thank you all. Thank you all for coming. God bless you all. Uh, I wanted to say something else, but I am going to save it for tomorrow. I wanted to say something else, but I'm going to save it for tomorrow. So God bless everyone. And I want to thank Bambi for coming on, Miss Bambi Palermo. And I want everyone, please subscribe to Bambi Palermo and support that young lady. She has great potential. She has great potential. Okay. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Okay, everyone. In the name of God, in the name of our Holy Mother, the Virgin Mary, God bless you all. A big hug for all of you. Respect, respect, and honor always. Respect and honor always. We do not bend, and we walk the straight line. We walk the straight line. If God permits, I will be back tomorrow night again. If God gives me the permission of life, if God gives us the permission of life, I will be back tomorrow. I really want to thank all of you, and I want to thank especially everyone that had a wrench. Use it, block it. Here we use the wrench to block. That is all. Whoever comes here with negative stuff, goodbye. We do not entertain gossip, drama, or turmoil. Never. This channel will walk straight. So good night, everyone. I want to send a big hug to my nephew. A big hug to my nephew. God bless my nephew, MRE. God bless my uncle Tindu. And always, God bless Miss Angel Gotti. God bless her. And I hope her daughter may God bless Miss Angel's daughter. And may she have an excellent birth. May she have an excellent birth. God bless everyone. God bless everyone. Good night.